Ancestor.
My ancestors came from Germany.
Modern humans and great apes both descend from one common ancestor.
My ancestors came from Germany. There were a portrait of his ancestors on the wall of the room. There were a portrait of his ancestors on the wall of the room.
Families are sitting around the graves of their dead ancestors.
Ancestor.
Angle.
The photo was taken from an unusual angle.
The quarter angle was called a right angle, and two quarter angles were discovered to make a straight angle. All angles were measured as acute angles relative to the horizontal axis of the body. I found it, I measured it, and, well, I'm sorry, people, but an obtuse angle of 134 degrees just ain't a corner.
Angle.
Boot.
She bought a pair of black leather boots.
Don't expect him to make any more changes in the management of the company, especially after his appointment as the new manager of the project. The boot is on the other foot.
The goalkeeper booted the ball across the field.
She scraped the mud off her boots.
The Pentagon may say we have enough, but that's not what I'm hearing from the boots on the ground.
Boot.
Border.
The postcard had a pretty green border of pine needles.
The border dispute turned into a full-blown crisis.
You should add a page border in your document.
Golden Gate Park borders a bunch of neighborhoods.
Border.
Congratulate.
I was just congratulating Carrie on having won her race. I was just congratulating Carrie on having won her race. The Chinese Premier Li Keqiang was the first foreign leader to congratulate Prime Minister Narendra Modi on his election victory. We congratulate you and the Soviet scientists and engineers who made this feat possible.
She congratulated her opponent.
Congratulate. Frame.
I have to get a frame for my friend's picture. This is a mirror in an ornate gold frame.
The tertiary industry provides services, as well as operational frameworks for business operations. An approach to managing human resources. Strategic human resource management supports long-term business goals and outcomes with a strategic overall framework.
The window frames need painting.
Frame. Heaven.
When I die, I hope that I go to heaven.
All heavenly bodies have gravity. Hurry up, for heaven's sake. You are going too late for school.
It was a good party and the food was heavenly. She's got herself a little piece of heaven.
Heaven.
Incredible.
They all have incredible stories to tell.
They have seen that incredible phenomenon. People will be living into the incredible age of 130.
Some dogs have incredible brains.
The Ming Wall is an incredible feat of engineering.
Incredible. Praise.
They praise the excellent staff. She also praised the United States for its support and leadership on the problem.
They praised the staff who completed the training course excellently. The viewers praised that documentary.
Praise.
Pure.
I need a bottle of pure water. In a state of pure commercial competition, there would be a large number of producing firms, all unfettered by governmental regulations.
He gazed at her with pure adoration. The fossil, in the end, consists of a thin layer of pure carbon, or, its mineralized form, graphite.
It is made of pure gold.
Pure.
Relative.
My relatives came by to see the new baby.
I tried to console the grief-stricken relatives. I found the test relatively easy.
One of my relatives is a cancer sufferer.
You should appoint a close relative to act as an administrator.
Relative.
Sink.
The boat had a hole in it, and it sank into the ocean. I mean, I ate everything but the kitchen sink, when I was in high school.
He just skipped out on his wife leaving with 4 kids to take care of.
There's a mirror above the sink.
They talk about the sinking of the Titanic.
Sink.
Superior.
I'm going to complain to your superiors. I'm going to complain to your superiors.
Miami was clearly the superior team.
You can file a notice of appeal as soon as the order or judgment you want to appeal is signed by the Superior Court judge.
Ballistics tests at the proving ground at Kamgabuki demonstrated the deck alloy to be superior to the homogeneous Vickers plates by 10 to 15%.
Superior.
Surround.
We surrounded the suspect on all 4 sides.
Urban areas are often slightly warmer than the surrounding countryside.
We surrounded the suspect on all 4 sides.
We work in pleasant surroundings.
The nature of our talk shows surround us with ideas of what we don't want.
surround,
thick,
The fog was so thick that I couldn't see through it. I mean, first off, I had this really thick New York accent. In the old house, the dust was thick on the floor and chairs.
The dust goes thick at the bottom when it settles.
Most of the thickeners are of plant origin. Thick, wrap,
He spent the evening wrapping up the Christmas presents.
she wraps a scarf around her neck.
Their relatives arrived with presents wrapped in colorful boxes.
It was so cold that he wrapped his scarf tightly around his face.
Let's wrap up these exercises so we can go home early tonight. Wrap, senior,
She's a senior lecturer at the university.
You are a senior student, aren't you?
her husband is a senior bank executive.
Her job has been upgraded to senior manager level.
Because he got his job first, Bob is the senior chef.
Senior,
Proceed.
I will proceed with my plan. All passengers for flight LH103 please proceed to gate 16.
The official solicitor acts for children or adults who lack the capacity to represent themselves in court proceedings.
To keep them happy, we need to proceed with the order as quickly as possible.
The object of committal proceedings is for the magistrate to decide whether there is enough evidence to support a finding of guilt against the young person.
Proceed.
Legend.
The legend will never die. Their conquest of Peru established the legendary Spanish Main.
Some urban legends can start from a real event.
Legend has it that the lake was formed by the tears of a god. According to legend, his arrogance invoked the wrath of God,